Hello learners, let's proceed with question number 5, KCSE 2025 paper 1. So question number 5, it has a diagram. Kindly bear with me, but on my thumbnail I have displayed the question. So before you open the video, you can first write the question down, then we can proceed, because in this part I'm going to handle the calculation. But the question reads: the following figure represents a rectangular farm PQRS of length to 10 meters and 120 and width 120 meters, drawn on a grid of 1 centimeter squares. The dotted area inside the farm represents a flooded region or a flooded section. Estimate in meters squared the area of the farm that is not flooded. So in that particular question, we have been told we have a farm, and this farm is in the shape of a rectangle, and it measures 210 meters by 120 meters. From the exact diagram drawn, the area that is flooded is around this area. The shaded area is around close to the center, and that is generally how I can explain this. It's drawn in that format. And we have been told to determine the area of the unshaded part, that is the not flooded area. So for us to find this area in meters squared, we will first begin by determining the area of the farm in meters squared. And since it is a rectangle, area is equal to length times width. So our area will be equal to 120 multiplied by 210 meters, and that is going to give us 25,200 meter squared. 25,200 meter squared. So that is the actual area on the ground, but we have been told to find the actual area that is not flooded. So the next thing we are going to do, we will determine we can determine the area of the shaded region, and since this is an irregular figure, we determine the area of the unshaded region by what we call the counting square technique. And if you count it accurately from the diagram that has been drawn for you on the question paper, you will get that the number of full squares is 1, so that is 1 centimeter squared. Number of full squared is 1, it is 1, and being 1, it is equal to 1 centimeter squared. Then the number of incomplete squares is 12. So how do we find the area of an irregular figure? When we get the incomplete squares as 12, we divide by 2 to get 6 centimeters squared. So for us to get the total area of the shaded region or the flooded region, it will be 1 centimeter squared plus 6 centimeters squared, which will give us 7 centimeters squared. 7 centimeters squared. So this is the drawn area into scale of the shaded region. And since we are supposed to determine the area of the unshaded region, we are going to determine the area of the farm on the map, or the drawn area on the map. So we will count the number of squares, and once you count the number of squares actual from the paper, not from my board, it is equal to 7 squares. It is equal to 7. And if you count on the width, it is equal to 4. Fortunately, I did as the same sketch. It's quite good for us, so we can be able to get the area of the farm. This was the actual area of the farm on the ground. This is actual. Now we want a drawing area, and the drawing area is going to be 7 times 4, which is equal to 28 centimeters squared. 28 centimeters squared. So this 28 centimeters squared is what represents 25,200 meters squared. So we can ask ourselves, if 28 centimeters squared is representing 25,200 meters squared, what about the area of the shaded region, which is 7 centimeters squared? We find the area, or the actual area on ground of the shaded region or the flooded region. So that is going to give us 7 multiplied by 25,200 over 28, and we will get the area of the flooded region as 6,300 meters squared. That is the area of the flooded region. So we have been asked to find the area that was not flooded, or the unshaded area. So for us to find the unshaded area, we will take the area of the whole farm, which is 25,200 minus 6,300 meters squared. So once we subtract, we will get 25,200 minus 6,300. That will give us 18,900 meters squared. That is the actual area in meters squared that was not flooded. And that is how we answer the question. Don't forget, I've said that in this particular question, I will display the actual question on my thumbnail. So you will get the actual question on the thumbnail, but this is how we solve, and the actual answer is 18,900 meters squared. So we are continuing to break down and simplify maths. We make maths simpler and simpler day after day. Thank you so much. Let us proceed with our next question, question number 6. Thank you. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't forget, subscribe, like, and also share with your fellow students so that they will also be enlightened. Have a good day.